Hey everyone, it's been a while since I filmed a video, but work had been busy and just didn't have time to take care of everything before year end. But now I'm on break, so I figured I would show you the items that my lovely, awesome new friend Cheryl made me through the Blythe Swappin Holiday Swap. So there's some other things that are not in the frame, but we'll go through all of it. So here is the gorgeous, sweet card that she sent me, and I absolutely love it. It's just very, very holiday-esque with the tartan. And she included a very kind message, and I won't get into it here, but it was very touching, and we became friends through the swap. So I'm really, really grateful for this experience. Here are the two non-doll items. Well, there's a few of them, might be three, but they're all thoughtful gifts and very useful. And this, I just love how it looks with like even the red napkins. And funny story, I've actually made many, many face masks for people. And I'm not sure what happened to some of them because I don't ever see them wearing the ones I made. But I only have one that I made for myself, and I need to make some more. And there goes my little toaster oven. But this is super helpful because I don't know when I'll get around to making more face masks. So thank you so much for that, Cheryl. And then here are some holiday napkins, which are very well appreciated. It goes well with the rest of the holiday themed items. So the other item is this, and it's beautifully wrapped in a tin. And to me, this is one of the most thoughtful gifts she could have given me because I had mentioned to her that I misplaced my hemostats, and I have no idea where they went. I looked everywhere for them. I thought I tucked them away in like a bag, and I just cannot find them. So I had to order another pair, and those came. But Cheryl knew that I needed hemostats, and she included this gorgeous, beautiful pair of them that have, you know, the gold at the top and, you know, silver at the bottom. But it was just really, really thoughtful and very much appreciated. And if you do any doll sewing, hemostats are one of the most invaluable tools, in my opinion, to have in your arsenal. So absolutely love this. Thank you so much. It's so thoughtful. And let's get to the other items. Let me put a lid on that. It's just everything is just so nice. And you know, when I swap, I tend to swap at a very high level just because I like preparing gifts for others, and I like when things are thoughtful. And sometimes some swaps aren't like that. And that's not to say anything that I've swapped with others in the past, but the ones that really touched my heart are the ones that are very generous and very thoughtful, and of course handmade. So we have that. And then let's look at these. These are the little pom-poms, but to me, they're so perfect, and Cheryl intended them to be snowballs for Blythe, really jumbo big snowballs. So those are adorable, and we also don't see much snow in Texas. Let's see, where to go with this next. Let me show this item. So this is amazing, beyond amazing. And Cheryl is apparently a master felter, and looking at this, she made this. Like, look at its little face, and then the little bell, and then the legs are posable, she told me, and I'm just like, wow, it's amazing. Look how cute it is. And it works so nicely with like Blythe dolls, so I'm just tickled by it, and I absolutely adore it. So this is super cute. Super cute. And I loved having this on my cabinet top as one of my holiday decorations. So this cute little lamp was made completely by her. I'll gently put that off to the side. And let's get to the Blythe clothing items. So as you can see, Cheryl wraps everything so beautifully, and I love the I love the burlap cord and all the little notes she puts. So this note says, a pair of skates, props only, and I think they're painted to look like they've been in a basement. So let's see those, and they have little pom-poms on them. They're fabulous in my opinion. Absolutely adore them. And let's see, are there any other prop things? I can just go through all of it. So this one is this thing, a necessity for winter worth. Muff hand warmer. It's adjustable to doll. Look at that. It's just so beautiful. Like how I feel when it comes to opening like packages, especially well-packaged items, it's difficult to want to do that because they seem like framed little pieces of art in like almost like a trading card style. So for me, I'm just like, amazing. It's awesome. So everything is just, I love it. It's just very thoughtful and generous, and I'll probably be repeating myself quite a bit. And I know this accessory, I really like this one quite a bit. This little number was a style of hat popular with ice skating in the 60s. This, with coat and dress skirt, was evidence of one's attention to being a fashionista. Who would have think? Or who would have thunk? Yeah. And it's like a cute little elf hat. It's knitted, and I believe Cheryl does a lot of knitting herself too. So it's just remarkable, just absolutely remarkable. And I feel like this with like a muff and even like the ice skates would just look fabulous together. I know they're props, but you know, just like the entire theme. Then we have this, and I believe it might be something for, I'm not sure. Cheryl might need to like tell me what it is, but like honestly, this probably would fit on my wrist because I have very small, like probably not proportional wrist, but it's like very dainty, very cute, and very pretty. So that could work as a bracelet for me, but I'm not sure how else it could work on a Blythe. But either way, it's gorgeous. I love it. I don't exactly know what it is, but I will treat it as a bracelet and like it. So then we have this gorgeous toile printed dress with a belt and like all the little button details, and it's just gorgeous. Again, probably could count how many times I use that word, but we have this toile printed dress. And then we also have the sleeveless dress, and I do like sleeveless dresses, especially if you have like outer garments like a coat, so the sleeves don't the sleeves of the dress don't get caught in the sleeves of the coat, or you can't get it on. So this is gorgeous. It has like a little dainty buckle. And then we also have this vintage looking dress. This fabric is a vintage lawn cotton, very old and very fragile. It has age all over it. Enjoy. And there's, I believe, a silk ribbon on that. I'll be very careful with this, and I have a lot of ghostly gals who could wear it as well. And then, let's see, what do I want to talk about next? Oh, let's talk about this vest. There's a vest and scarf. So fun. And every time I hear so fun or see it written or Mary Mary, I think immediately of Cheryl, just because she's just so positive and optimistic. And I just admire her and her fortitude for just like pushing through and being strong, even when, you know, things might seem a little bit like less than ideal. So I admire her quite a bit for that, and being grateful for everything that you have in your life. So let me tie this, even though it kills me a little bit to do it, just because it's so well packaged and so pretty. But let me undo that. She has a little button that she puts on it, rather actually a big button. So here is the vest, and it has the faux fur trim. Ah, and look how dainty that is. It's a little pin. Gorgeous. Very, very pretty. And I think, yes, the muff trim matches the vest, so that would look amazing together. And with the scarf. And then we have this beautiful apron, and I don't know if there is any note on the back. Nope. But it's pretty straightforward, I guess. Don't need a note to tell me. Little vintage looking apron. Might be real vintage because Cheryl tends to use a lot of antique and vintage trims, but it looks slightly aged, which is my favorite. And it has, one of my favorites rather, and it has a little glass bottle in there. So I like how she added text like crazy. And especially since like Cheryl and I got to know each other while we were crafting for each other, it was quite nice, especially, you know, in times of quarantine where you can't really hang out with friends and do stuff. So like having someone and chatting with them while I'm making them presents, it was a really, really positive experience. And I believe this is a skirt. It's like lightweight cotton, very pretty, dainty trims. Gorgeous, love it. And I don't think this one has a note, so. And then last but not least, there's two of them. Some of my absolute favorite items that she sent me, which I am just wowed by, really. Oh, okay, let me put this. That was the card for the vest. this houndstooth jacket. And of course, every girl needs a houndstooth jacket, right? Yes, 100% agreed. Look at it. So wonderful. And I can already imagine so many beautiful like combinations with all the clothes she gave me that I could have my dolls wear. Like this houndstooth jacket with like the muff and the scarf. It's just all the textures. It's just perfect. Absolutely perfect. And then we have this. I think this is one of the gem pieces. They're all gem pieces in my opinion, but this one has quite a lengthier note on it with a lot of really sweet information. So this fabric was a coat for a French porcelain doll. I bought it years ago. It was moth dinner, which I can relate to when it comes to moths in your house and trying to, remedy that. In a few places, but salvageable to make this little coat. The satin lining also is a vintage, and I'm getting hard to see as I get older. It's also vintage from the same coat. And the trim is mohair yarn from a seller on Etsy. So, wow, that's wow, that's amazing. It's like the trim is like made in the right scale, and it's gorgeous. Hope you enjoy, Heart, and I definitely will enjoy it. Cannot wait to get my girls to wear this. Just look at that, with the little dainty buttons, and it's just so pretty. And you can see there's a lining on it, and I'm just really, really touched by such a beautiful gift. Like, all these gifts are just so thoughtful. So I got two more things to show you. And they're a little bit larger to fit on the frame, and I guess got some dusty things here. But she also sent me this tree, and I was like, what in the world? She fit it in the box, and she included these vintage ornaments on it. Unfortunately, one broke in transit, but there are three, so that's 1, 2, 3. And look at the trim at the bottom with, the base looking like natural and realistic, given the fact, well, compared to the fact natural and realistic, even though it's a tinsel tree. But it's just so beautiful. And I'll include some photos of it at the end as well. So it's actually properly framed on camera. So there's that. And one last item, which just blows my mind, is this snowman she made me. And in addition to like this adorable little lamb, like just look at the craftsmanship in that, all the little, coal bits for its mouth and eyes and the little carrot nose. She made it. Like, it's just amazing. Truly amazing. She signed it at the bottom. So yeah, this is the amazing, remarkable swap that Cheryl sent me. And like I said, I'll include some photos after of the items I made her. And I'll include additional information to her Instagram. Although she's not super active there, but to my knowledge, she does check messages there. So you can reach out to her if you like. And also, I'll include links to Blythe Swappin in case you'd like to join. So thanks again for watching, and I hope you guys had a nice holiday season. See you next time. Bye.